This is our live shot right now as we continue to drive around town. Windshield washer fluid is going to be key today. That is the message with this camera shot we've got here. I probably went through a half gallon on the way into work today, so make sure you're topped off there in the windshield washer fluid category as you're into work. Good wipers help as well. We've got a lot of spray on roads, especially those that are salted, which are most of them, against side roads and some of some of the roads out in the country where the wind's blowing. All those roads still need a little help here this morning as we've gotten quite a bit of snow. How about snow totals? These are the real winners in terms of how much we got. This is storm total all the way through the weekend. Brunswick, almost a foot of snow. Russell Center checking in at 9.7. Bath, 9.7. Aurora, Strongsville, both over a half a foot of snow. And on the year so far, where do we stand? Well, Hopkins has 16 inches of snow already in the bucket here this year. We average 9 by now, so we're above average. Akron, you're about 4 inches above average, and Erie is as well, a telltale sign of how our lake effect is doing. So where do we go from here? Well, we're going to start to flip over this pattern here, and we're going to go into a thaw cycle around here. And it doesn't start today, though. We've got a cold day today with some leftover snow showers. Most of the snow will be winding down here this morning. And then later this week, we've got wind and rain on the way with a big temperature drop. I'm a little worried about a flash freeze later this week, so we'll discuss a glossy look to the roads. Most of them salted down in the Akron area. We are at a chilling 7 degrees. If you ever wanted to visit Alaska or the North Pole, you really don't need to go anywhere here today as we're sitting in the single digits for the majority of us. And you see the lake snow starting to wind down. We had another couple inches overnight out in the snow belt. This is just some light flurry activity for Lake County, northern Geauga, and much of Ashtabula County, basically from Jefferson north, picking up some snow here this morning. Very, very light stuff. Arctic high pressure settled into the southeastern half of the United States. We do have a clipper that'll kind of graze by the area here as we go throughout the latter half of the morning and midday hours. Could get a few snow showers out of that. I'm not worried about it a whole lot as that will pass through. We've got a very dry air in place as well. But what this is doing is it's keeping the cold, frigid air in place for one more day. Look at temperatures. This is where we have the lake effect clouds. This is where we cleared out. 3 this morning in Worcester, 5 in Akron, 5 in Canton this morning. We've got a bit of a breeze on top of that, so wind chill values are below 0. Needless to say, you need the layers here this morning. Kids do too. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast takes our lake snow out of here. As winds shift, we will have a few snow showers, again, clipping the area with that clipper coming through. No pun intended, although that does work. We've got temps that are only going to get near 20 this afternoon. Guess where we stay tonight, though? 20. Temperatures are going to stay solid and steady tonight. And then tomorrow, we should have some sunshine that gives way to late day clouds. I think a beautiful day tomorrow, considering where we've been. Should make it above the freezing mark. It'll be pretty darn nice. And then eventually clouds come in. We'll have a few showers or sprinkles around here on Wednesday. So big system later this week. I mentioned that flash freeze. Southwest wind develops Tuesday into Wednesday. Here comes our system. We were tracking this last week. Everything's still on track for a Thursday arrival. We'll have some rain, maybe a rumble of thunder Thursday. And could we hit 50? We certainly could. Once this front goes by, though, we're going to go from upper 40s down into the 20s like that. I'm worried we're going to have a lot of water that freezes up in a hurry. This would be Friday morning's commute, just an early heads up. We'll have some lake effect snow. Shouldn't last too long on Friday. And then we stay kind of ho-hum on into the weekend with some rain chances here and there. Your Union Home Mortgage forecast is going to take you all the way through Christmas Eve here. Look at the 40s out ahead of Christmas Eve. Overall, I do see on the snowfall trends that a lot of this snow is going to melt off, maybe all of it by Christmas with some of these 40-degree temperatures we have. Guys.